Girl, we gotta talk. We gotta talk, y'all. Hype me up, get the likes up because, baby, I'm about to cook today. Y'all, K Michelle came back to Atlanta with a whole a cautionary tale, okay? She claiming Porsha Williams slept with her ex. Baby, Porsha said, prove it, girl. And instead of proving it, K Michelle ran to Twitter, cried at the bunch, got dragged by the whole entire internet, and exposed herself as the same insecure, delusional, victim playing mess she's always been. But ain't we? Look, I gotta tell y'all, I'm gonna be real with y'all. We ain't even at the worst part yet. Cause, you know why? We gotta talk about who her ex was. And baby, it gets dark, real dark. I'm talking about pedo dark. Let's get into this mess, y'all. So K Michelle got on Twitter talking reckless, saying Porsha was sleeping with her ex-fiancé, some coach from Memphis, they say. Said Porsha was two doors down from her, effing her man and smiling in her face like girls. Call her a damn bimbo. All caps, y'all. No receipts, just vibes and venom. Porsha clapped back on that ass too. And honey, when I tell y'all she ate it up, she said K Michelle is a whole damn coward. You over there tweeting from the same motherfucking house, two doors down, and instead of bringing it to her front door like a real housewife, and she's right, y'all. You accusing this woman of sleeping with your man on social media, but you can't walk two doors down and say it to her damn face. Y'all in the same building, same house, same place, two doors down, knock, knock, knock. What we talking about? What kind of housewife shit is that? Honey, that's that love and hip hop behavior. That's what it is. That's I'm drunk at 2 o'clock in the morning, typing with my thumbs behavior. That's not real Housewives of Atlanta behavior, honey. And K Michelle came back typing so damn fast. She was missing letters, misspelling words, looking like she's panic texting with her damn elbows, y'all. Talking about, say it in my face, say it in my face, say it in my face. Miss Ma'am, Porsha been saying it to your face. Girl, you didn't get the memo? She's been saying it to your face. She said it on Twitter. She said it on the show. She said it at the brunch table. You just wasn't listening because you was too busy making up, accusing people, okay? She was making up shit. And you can't prove it. You can't prove the how she was accusing people or caution. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about why Hey Michelle really lost it at that brunch. Cause this ain't just about Porsha sleeping with her ex. This is about them damn oysters, baby. Ooh, y'all smell that? Yeah, this is about them goddamn oysters, baby. Porsha made a comment about oysters, and K Michelle heard dirty for JJ. And her soul left her damn body, y'all. She started crying, storming out, acting like Porsha didn't call her out her damn name. Now, here's the thing. Porsha might have been shady. Honey, the streets are split. I'll tell you that on this internet. Some are saying she just repeating what Kelly said about them Frito chips. Others say Porsha knew exactly what she was doing. But Kay heard that damn oyster comment and got triggered. Why? Cause she know what the streets been saying about her for years. Years, y'all. I'm telling y'all, men that's been with K Michelle, they talking about baby. They saying that thing is stank. I mean, stank. Got that stank on ya. Like not little musty. Like call the plumber stank. Like open all the windows. Get this shit out of here stank. Ooh, this shit stank. And it ain't just one man, y'all. It's multiple ex-men running their mouth talking about how stank it is. And then do y'all remember that Memphis T? A girl called into the cussing pastor, rest his soul. And she was like, yeah, K. Michelle got them biggity biggity bumps, okay? Honey, I ain't trying to get sued like Tasha K, but you know what I'm saying. And now I ain't no doctor, but I know the cussing pastor, honey, you can't text that away. You can't pray that away, okay? So when Porsha said oysters, Kay heard every rumor she ever tried to bury. She heard the stank. She heard the bumps. She heard the ex-men talking. And instead of laughing it off like a housewife, she cried and she ran to Twitter again. Honey, and let's talk about K. Michelle pattern. Can we talk about the cat pattern? Because this shit ain't new with her. She's been on every reality show, Love and Hip Hop, her own reality show, now Real Housewives of Atlanta. And she beefed with every single person. Rashida checked her. Mimi Frost was unbothered. Lyrica was scared of her. So who exactly was she trying to intimidate? Her own reflection? Honey. She's loud, she cursed, she barked, but no fight. No fight? When? When was the fight? Where was the fight? Please let me know. GPS me to the fight, y'all. The only thing she ever fought was her wig and them damn friendships. And she lost both. Now she's on the Real Housewives of Atlanta accusing Porsha of sleeping with her ex, crying about oysters, and claiming the women are plotting against her. Baby, you are the plot. You the plot. You the one that's plotting. You the one here running to Shamia and Kelly. Two women hate Porsha. Why are you running to the two women that hate Porsha? Asking about rumors. You the one reigniting the stank ass rumor that most of us forgot about, honestly. K. Michelle, you are the common denominator in every fight. People are saying she's delusional. People are saying she's a liar. People are saying you be making up shit about you. Just look, she makes everything about yourself. That's what you do. You make everything about yourself, K. Michelle. She creates issues looking to beef with somebody. Honey, when I tell you this bitch is exhausting, she's a nutcase. And who said that? Did Little Kim say she's a nutcase? Okay. Little Kim got on the Breakfast Club and say this girl is a bag of trail mix. You know, the parts that you don't like. She's nuts. That's what Little Kim said, y'all. Honey, when I tell you, K. Michelle got two fingers, but no backbone. Okay? She got Twitter fingers, but no backbone. And they right, y'all. They are right. She's the type of woman you keep at arm's length. She's your associate, but not your friend. Because every time she's around, somebody is getting accused of something. Okay? And honey, here's where it gets really dark. Did y'all forget about Kelly? Okay? Because K. Michelle keep talking about her ex, and people are wondering which ex. Because K. Michelle been very open about being in love with who? R. Kelly. Yeah. That R. Kelly, the one currently serving 31 years in federal prison, the one convicted of racketeering, freaky trafficking, and child you know, how can I say the word? Corn. Okay, child corn. The one who married Aaliyah when she was only 15. The one who ran a whole criminal enterprise recruiting and abusing underage girls for decades. I'm talking about that R. Kelly, y'all. The one prosecutors called a prolific serial predator who used his fame and fortune to prey on the young, the vulnerable, and the voiceless. And K. Michelle, she was in love with him. She called him her mentor for years, then finally admitted that she had a romantic relationship with the man. And she was out here crying over a man who was using women as cover-ups while he was preying on little girls. She was nothing but a beer for R. Kelly, okay? She was a human shield. She was his beer, his look. I got a grown woman prop while he was in the back doing God knows what to kids. And she still talks about him like he was a great love. Like he was her man. Girl, when I tell you, baby, that's trauma. Your trauma been dumb enough to fall for a man who was into kids. That's trauma right there. Your trauma was being used by a predator to make himself look normal. Your trauma was calling a serial child abuser your mentor while he was out here destroying lives, and you still ain't healed from that, Kate Michelle. You still crying over men on national TV. You still accusing Porsha of sleeping with your ex when your most famous ex is a convicted pedo. That's why she's so insecure. That is why she think every woman is out to get her. That is why she can't trust nobody, because the last man she publicly loved was a whole child, Lester, using her as a cover up. And instead of getting therapy for that girl, which everybody is telling her to do, she came to Real Housewives to Atlanta to project that shit onto Porsha, onto Drew, onto everybody. She came on TV to make other women pay for the fact that she she fell in love with a damn predator, y'all. Yes, she did. But let's talk about Porsha for a second. Can we do that? Because Porsha said K. Michelle a coward for typing on that ex from 2 doors down instead of walking to her door. And that's the difference between housewife and a has-been. Hello, Porsha would throw them paws. We seen it, right? We seen how she knocked out Kenya Moore. Kenya Moore, bitch, you found out the hard way about Porsha. Porsha don't do Twitter beef, y'all. She do front door beef. She do reunion beef. She do pull up by your hair, roll on the ground beef. And K. Michelle, girl, she do panic tweet beef. She do my ex-fiancé beef with no proof. She do I'm shaking the table beef while the table ain't even moved yet. She came back to Atlanta like she was going to expose Porsha, get her storyline, be the queen bee. Instead, honey, she got checked by Porsha, dragged by the comments, and exposed as a Twitter thug who throws accusations she can't back it up, okay? Then cries when people clap back. She should have stayed her ass in Nashville. You should have stayed your ass in Nashville with that fake forced country accent, okay? And the real kicker, honey, K. Michelle is married. She got a whole husband, but she's sitting at brunch crying over an ex-fiancé from years ago, worried about who Porsha slept with, making accusations on Twitter instead of enjoying her marriage. Still trauma bonded to the memory of that convicted pedo, R. Kelly, who used her as a human shield, okay? Girl, if I was her husband, I'd be asking why you give a fuck about any man you ain't with no more. Especially when your most famous ex is doing 31 years for preying on kids. Why are you crying over predators when you got a whole meal at home? Why are you on TV projecting your R. Kelly trauma on a Porsha Williams? Make it make sense. K. Michelle needs to take her confused ass, always accusing people of shit, fire starting, can't keep a man, stank rumor triggered ass, ex-fiancé obsessed, R. Kelly trauma projecting convicted pedo ex having, married but mad at every goddamn single woman, delusional, insecure, honey, needs therapy yesterday, ass back to VH1 where her ass belong. Or better yet, send your ass back to Nashville. Take her ass back to Nashville. Look, back to that country music career she keep on talking about. Because Real House of Atlanta is not her lane. She's on some dark, miserable, she's paranoid vibe it just don't fit the franchise. Married to Medicine, maybe. But I do know one thing, Dr. Simone would check her ass in a heartbeat. But Real Housewives of Atlanta? Nah, we don't do panic Twitter who cry a bunch over goddamn oysters and ex-men they can't prove nothing about. We don't do women who fall or fail for predators and never get your ass some therapy. We don't do women who use a convicted child abuser as their emotional benchmark. We do pressure, bitch. And Porsha Williams, honey, she built for this shit. Yeah. Honey, I'm Gigi Medici. This is Juicy Leaks TV. And K Michelle, the next time you want to accuse Porsha of sleeping with your man, bring the damn receipts. We need proof. Bring more than bad grammar, a bad attitude, and an unresolved trauma from a man who currently doing 31 years for, honey, you know what with the kids. Because Porsha don't just clap back, honey. She throws them bows. And right now, she throwing your whole ass back to goddamn Nashville. Douches, okay? Get her ass out of here.